Hey there! Before we jump into today's video, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like, in old age, you're stuck? Like life isn't quite as free as it used to be? Well, stick around until the end because today, I'll be sharing 6 things you absolutely need to focus on in old age to truly live with freedom. You won't want to miss this, so hit that like button. Drop a comment telling me how you define freedom in your life. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's dive in. 1. Prioritize your health. The foundation of freedom. When I was younger, I often took my health for granted. I was busy. Too busy to think about exercise, what I ate, or even how much rest I was getting. But now that I'm older, I realize just how precious it is to have a body that works well, even if it's not what it once was. Our health truly is the foundation of freedom. Without it, we have nothing. So, what does prioritizing your health really look like? It's not about being perfect or chasing unrealistic standards. It's about being consistent and compassionate with yourself. Start with small steps, eating balanced meals with lots of fruits and vegetables, cutting back on sugar and making time to hydrate. But don't just focus on food. Move your body every day. Whether that means going for a walk, trying a gentle yoga class, or stretching while watching TV. Gentle exercise doesn't have to be strenuous to be effective. And the key is consistency, not intensity. As for getting regular checkups, don't ignore that nagging cough, a slight pain, or anything that feels off. In our younger years, we may have ignored certain signs. But in old age, it's crucial to be proactive with our health. Get those routine tests, check in with your doctor, and don't feel bad about asking questions or getting second opinions. Doctors and specialists exist to help, so don't be afraid to ask about treatment options that could improve your quality of life. Also, focus on mental health. Having a healthy mind can do wonders for your overall well-being. Meditate, engage in activities that keep your mind sharp, or try something new that excites you. Mental wellness is as important as physical wellness. Staying healthy doesn't mean you'll be able to turn back the clock, but it gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. The more you're able to take care of yourself physically and mentally, the more you can experience life's joys without being held back by chronic pain, fatigue, or lack of energy. Having good health makes all the other freedoms, whether it's travel, independence, or doing what you love, possible. So start today, take one step, and focus on making your health a top priority. 2. Financial freedom. Take control over your money. Let me tell you, financial freedom in old age is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. And it starts with being mindful of your money now. I know, managing finances can feel overwhelming, especially when you're no longer working or living on a fixed income. But the truth is, the less we worry about money, the more freedom we gain in all aspects of life. It's hard to enjoy life if you're constantly stressing over bills or feeling insecure about whether you have enough for tomorrow. You can start by assessing your current financial situation, understanding what you have coming in and what you have going out. Start a budget if you haven't already, and keep track of your spending. Now, I know, budgeting isn't fun, but it's liberating once you get a grip on it. Even small shifts in your spending habits can result in big changes. Over time, cut back on unnecessary expenses. Do you really need to buy that brand new gadget or subscription service? Maybe it's time to evaluate where your money could go further. Another way to find financial freedom is by exploring ways to create passive income. Start thinking about income that keeps coming in even when you're not working. Things like small side hustles, royalties, or even investing in assets that grow over time. Passive income can come from a variety of places, whether you decide to invest in real estate, a small business, or a high-yield savings account. Look into stocks or bonds, if that's your thing. If you're unsure where to start, you could talk to a financial planner. I'm not saying you need to become a stock market expert overnight, but even making small, smart financial choices now can really help later in life. On the other side, don't forget about your retirement savings. If you're retired, it may feel like there's no longer any income coming in regularly. But that doesn't mean your nest egg isn't there to keep you afloat. Be sure you know how to manage that nest egg, how much you can take out each month, what you're investing in, and how to maximize your funds. Understanding this allows you to live confidently and without the stress of running out of money, which is so important for peace of mind and freedom in old age. And here's a big one. Don't wait to make big decisions. If you're still working and haven't quite figured out your retirement plan, now is the time to create a roadmap. The earlier you start making small adjustments, the better off you'll be in the long run. If you're in retirement already, check on your investments regularly. Even if it's just a small amount you're able to adjust, do it now so you can have the future you dream of. Taking control of your financial situation, whether that's cutting unnecessary expenses, budgeting smarter, or growing passive income, gives you the freedom to live a comfortable, worry-free life, allowing you to enjoy your days without constantly thinking about what tomorrow holds. When you don't have to worry about money, you're free to do so much more. 3. Declutter your space. Let go of the past. As we age, we naturally accumulate a lot of things. Memories, gifts, sentimental items, and just stuff. And for many of us, it can feel hard to let go of these possessions, even when they're not serving us anymore. I've been there. At one point, my home was overflowing with everything I had collected throughout my life. But the truth is, a cluttered home can be a cluttered mind. Let's take a step back. Imagine walking into your home and being able to breathe. A clean, organized space isn't just more pleasant to look at. It has the power to make you feel more relaxed, calm, and in control of your environment. Decluttering, for me, was one of the best decisions I've made in recent years. It wasn't just about tidying up. It was about setting myself free from the weight of unnecessary things. I began by letting go of items that no longer held any real value. Things that were just occupying space in my closet, attic, or basement. That old coat I never wore? Gone. Those piles of magazines I was saving for someday? Gone. And you, know what? The more I let go, the more freedom I felt. But decluttering isn't just about tossing everything. It's about making deliberate decisions about what stays and what goes. You may want to keep certain items for sentimental reasons. That quilt your grandmother made, or the beautiful artwork you bought on your travels. That's perfectly fine. But you don't need to hold on to things just out of obligation or guilt. A simple method I've used is the one in, one out rule. Every time I bring something new into my home, I make sure to give away or discard something else. It's a small step that keeps the space manageable. Take your time with decluttering. It's a process, not a one-time event. Maybe you start with one drawer, one closet, or even one room at a time. And as you remove the physical clutter, you'll likely start to see emotional clutter clear away as well, as you might find that letting go of items from the past gives you a sense of release and renewal, freedom to embrace new opportunities, and live a life that's not weighted down by too many material things. You'll open up physical and mental space for what really matters, enjoying your life and focusing on what truly brings you happiness. 4. Stay connected. Relationships. Matter, let me tell you something. The freedom of meaningful relationships is irreplaceable. It's not just about having family around or spending time with friends. It's about maintaining strong, supportive connections that enrich your life. In our younger years, it's easy to take relationships for granted, to assume that they'll just continue on their own without putting much effort in. But as we get older, it's essential to nurture those connections. It's about surrounding yourself with people who genuinely make you feel seen, heard, and valued. As we age, we sometimes find our social circle shrinking. We may outlive friends or family members, or maybe we simply get too busy with our own lives. But loneliness in old age can be a real concern. It's easy to slip into isolation, especially if you're living alone. But I can tell you, keeping a strong social network is crucial for your well-being. It's one of the best ways to live with freedom. Having that emotional support and connection can bring more joy to every day. What's more, technology makes staying connected so much easier than ever before. Embrace video calls to see grandkids, use social media to keep in touch with friends, or even join local clubs where you can meet new people with similar interests. Don't be afraid to reach out to others. You can always make new friends at any age. Stay active in your community, get involved in church or volunteer groups, and keep the connection with people alive. Maybe you're part of a book club or a gardening group. These types of activities get you out of the house, involve your passions, and keep relationships strong. But it's not just about being surrounded by people. It's about the quality of those relationships. Aim for relationships that are genuine, where you feel comfortable and uplifted. These relationships will help you live with freedom of mind, knowing you have others to rely on. Whether it's a close friend to talk to when you're feeling down or family members who keep in touch just because they care. These bonds give us a sense of belonging that we often crave. They fill our days with warmth and laughter, and that connection brings an added layer of richness to our lives that can't be found in anything else. So make it a priority. Don't let distance or fear of rejection stop you from maintaining those important relationships. You deserve to feel loved and supported in every stage of life. Take time to nurture your connections, because those relationships are often the greatest source of freedom we can have in our later years. 5. Embrace technology. Unlock new possibilities. As someone who's seen the world change in many ways, I know firsthand that it can be intimidating to embrace new technology as you get older. The pace of change can be overwhelming, and it's easy to feel like you're just not up to date. But here's the truth. Embracing technology can unlock so many new possibilities in our lives, giving us greater freedom than we ever thought possible. Think of how much we now rely on technology for convenience. From connecting with loved ones anywhere in the world with a few clicks, to getting things done efficiently from home. I'll admit, at first I was hesitant to learn how to use a smartphone or navigate the internet. But once I took the leap, the benefits were clear. Learning new tech skills opens the door to more independence. And trust me, it's empowering. For starters, communication has become so much easier thanks to smartphones, email, and social media. I now keep in touch with family and friends in ways I never imagined before, whether it's through video calls, texting, or social platforms. If I'm bored, I can immediately explore new interests or join online communities that share my passions, even if they're all the way across the globe. Then there's online shopping, an absolute game changer for seniors. Instead of having to trek to the store for items, I can simply order groceries, household supplies, or even clothes from the comfort of my home. It saves time and makes shopping much more accessible, especially when mobility is a concern. Technology also offers a wealth of educational resources. There's always something new to learn. Whether you're interested in picking up a new hobby like photography, learning a language, or simply taking a fun online course, the possibilities are endless. I've discovered that it's not just about staying in touch or making life easier. It's about enriching my experience and continuing to grow. Technology can even help us stay on top of our physical and mental health with apps for fitness tracking, meal planning, medication reminders, and mental exercises to keep your brain sharp. Sure, the initial learning curve can be daunting, but it's well worth the effort. Embracing technology doesn't just give us convenience. It opens the door to greater independence and freedom. There's so much more available than ever before, and it's within our reach. So take that step, even if it's a small one. Whether it's learning to use social media or exploring something as simple as voice assistants, technology can completely change how we experience life in old age. 6. Cultivate a positive mindset. The power of positivity. As we grow older, the world around us may change. But one thing that can help us live freely and fully in our later years is our mindset. The power of a positive outlook is often underestimated. But I can tell you, having the right perspective on life can be just as important, if not more so, than any physical condition or material possession. A positive mindset opens doors to endless opportunities and experiences that allow you to feel free. If we're focused on the negatives, the aches, the limitations, or the things we can no longer do, then we miss out on everything the present moment has to offer. But when we focus on the good, when we see challenges as opportunities for growth, our freedom becomes limitless. Especially as we age, there might be moments when things feel a little harder, or our energy just isn't what it used to be, but rather than getting stuck in frustration. Your mindset. I'm not saying ignore reality. It's about adjusting your perspective. When something challenging arises, I take a deep breath and remind myself that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn and adapt. Sure, there may be difficulties, but with a positive mindset, we find creative ways to overcome them. Gratitude is one of the best ways to maintain a positive outlook. Focus on what you still have and the beauty that exists in the world, instead of what you feel you've lost. Keep a gratitude journal. Take a moment each day to reflect on things you're thankful for, or share your positive thoughts with others. You'd be surprised at how quickly you begin to notice the small joys in your day-to-day life when you're consciously aware of them. And here's a simple truth. When you choose positivity, you also start attracting positive energy from others. People love to be around those who uplift and encourage them. So, as you cultivate an optimistic approach to aging, you'll find that you not only benefit yourself, but also create meaningful and joyful connections with those around you. The freedom of a positive mindset is that it allows you to feel more at peace, more hopeful, and more open to life's endless possibilities. It brings freedom from negativity, from fear, and from doubt, allowing you to make the most of every single day, no matter your age. So focus on what you can do, rather than what you can't, and embrace the bright future ahead, because with the right mindset, you can continue to grow and live fully in every moment. If you enjoyed this video and want more wisdom on living with freedom in old age, make sure you hit the like button, comment below with how you plan to live freely, and subscribe to join our growing family of savvy seniors. Don't miss out on more videos that will help you reclaim your independence and joy. Take care of yourself, and I'll